All right, guys, let's get going. Happy Tuesday. Trading Tuesday is on. We're going to trade with Travis. So
good morning, everyone.
Before we start, we're going to look at the accounts. So I'm starting with only two accounts here on Take Profit. One passed the 159 threshold, so you can see the $9,000 liquidation right there. I'm waiting to be transferred to the pro account probably tomorrow because I passed in 3 days. I was showing the guys yesterday. This one trying to save it. So far, 26 trades since last night, 80% win ratio, 587. So the benchmark this morning is we start at 587 on the Take Profit account, and I did a little bit of a profit on Top Step. I can show you right now if you can see. And Top Step, we have $356. We have 4 long going on the things, and I'm accumulating longs if we stay above the 458, 480 area right now this morning. But it could switch, it could smack the Asian area there to the 490. So below 490 today on NASDAQ, I'm a little bit more negative. Above 490, I'm more positive. Okay. Travis, what's your take on you?
Yeah, I agree with that. That 500 area is definitely a key area for me. So, yep, I agree.
Okay. So remember, trading is investing, and it's risky. Only invest with money that you can afford to lose. You know the usual, but take it seriously. Okay. So we are going to go back here. Yeah. And we are going to come with you guys here. Okay. So let's go one by one, and I'll look at the power indicator this morning. If we continue smashing up, we are going to go revisit the 6 p.m. at 5:55, and then I have a 6:01 right there. So kind of a stock here between this 7 a.m. and yesterday's IB high here, and then you have the power indicator here in case we drop, which would be the 400, 350 area. So it's kind of the structure I'm looking this morning, right? Having a little bit of long left on Top Step. So far for me, the pullback longs have been working pre-market, but we need to look at those area. If we fail the 495, I would be careful with the long this morning. Okay. We're going to extend as well here, so you can see the blocks better from the tools, and that's it. Now we're going to go on the SPY. SPY, there's a huge issue that we have here at 488.5 here, right there on this division of the right calculator gray. I'm trying to figure what this one doesn't really have a lot of relevance. So kind of 490 on SPY. So we have 484 on SPY, 488.5 on SPY, and then we have those division 493, and then we go to the 598 retest. Okay. Another thing we could look at in case they continue, because you have the power trend box up, institutional net buyer, major block buyers, minor blocks. So everything it looks up at the open is if they do break the 593, do they go retest the 596 head and shoulder, on SPY there? That would be something to look at. Now, another thing also, it's we have to be super careful here. So we have to be super careful because look at this. We have a little bit of a head and shoulder on the dashes on Bitcoin. We really need to go above the 106. The power trend box looks good for the longs to come back, but I want to see a pushback above the 106. Most importantly for risk asset right now, I'm looking at the undervalue asset risk on risk off that people have not really pushed yet, which is Ethereum. And I want to see if we can make this push on Ethereum towards the 3003 or the dashes, the 3000 area. So it's time for Ethereum to get out of this range and go to 3000 if there is risk on asset. Now, on the MQ overall, I'm very, very careful of this lower high here. Very, very careful of this lower high. Well, pushing, it's coming to June. 3 weeks ago, I made a video where I was buying a lot of stuff for my retirement account. I was using a lot of the cash aside towards the bottom, and the retirement portfolio is an all-time high now. And it's time to, I think it's over 320,000. It's time to be careful on this lower high. And I told you mid-June, and it's already June the 3rd, we have an unemployment report coming on Friday, right? So with this unemployment coming on Friday, you have JOLT reports, something at 10 today, right? You have a bunch of stuff this week coming up,
Yeah, to include unemployment on Friday.
Right. So this lower high on the NASDAQ coming at 22,075, 22,085. This is where I think we all have to be careful. See, if you look here, lower high, lower high, lower high, 77% chance of a sell-off in the NASDAQ coming between now and the next 6 weeks, leading to a potential end of July. So it could be mid-June to end of July earnings, pull back to October, a big drop to October, and then rebound to the midterm elections. So we have to be careful. We cannot discount that this is going back here at one point with geopolitical issues, taking everybody by surprise, some issues. I was reading yesterday on Zero Hedge that apparently there is a strain of COVID that is sweeping China again, and they are not telling us. And this one, no medicine help. Some people are dying. And last time that I read that in 2020 with Zero Hedge, good morning, Patty, it was very, very accurate. So I'm very, very careful that we have another week, 2 weeks or a month of pumping and setting up a bear trap there towards this lower high of 22,075, right? So matter of fact, even the 21,750 is a very important bear trap area for me. 21,750. It's on our tools, and I want to be careful. So then there's the edge 22.4, and then there's the all-time high 23.4. Now, I think we go down between July and October, or mid-June and October, to an all-time high leading to the midterm elections. And that's how it's going to probably play everywhere. So see, it's important to watch the charts from a higher level and then a lower level, higher level, lower level, higher level, lower level. It's very, very important. As a matter of fact, I even like the quarterly charts like this. Look at this quarterly chart, right? And you have to be careful, because if you look at these quarterly charts, what do you see? You still have lower high on the quarterlies on NASDAQ, but you have that new low, and you have this low and this low. We keep on making new lows. Do you see? So as far as I'm concerned, the NASDAQ is still in the potentially trapping around this 22,000 area. Does that make sense, everybody on the stream? Give me a quick yes, no, because I'm doing that for you guys. And I could only just trade and move on with my life. Okay? But this is really interesting. It's very powerful. Okay? Yes? Okay, Patty? Anybody else? Huh? Yeah, so be careful of this lower high on the quarterly NASDAQ, this lower lows on quarterly NASDAQ, because that tells me this 21,750, 22,075 could set up the bear trap in June, July, leading to the earnings and leading to the weak period, which is the summer and September, October, November, at which point we could find an entry point, throwing the market to all-time high, maybe for the midterm elections with the it's going to be November 2026, the midterm elections. So that's kind of my plan. I'm going to kind of go back to about 30% to 40% in cash within the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks on the retirement stuff, probably. I will still be invested in the market at 70%, 60%, because I have wonderful, incredible cost basis on some stuff like Palantir. You've seen 1942 cost basis on Palantir. But I'm afraid that they use August, September, October, November for a reset before the midterm elections. Okay? So hopefully that was helpful. We are going to go to day trading. Day trading should not be the end all and be all of your life, guys. It's a place to make income in which you reinject and you buy assets. Talking about assets, I will do the Wealth Wednesday tomorrow. The gambling portfolio on cryptos this morning is up finally. I was down $2,000-3,000, but I bought a shitload of PayPay. So this is kind of a gambling portfolio. Let me see how I show you that here, I guess. So this is $18,000 now. Okay? So $18,000. A lot of PayPays got me back on track. Mimcon, so 18,000. So this money I got from the prop firm, guys. And what I'll do with this money is I'll probably put it in either a futures personal account, so that I bridge in between the prop firm payouts. So like I like to do it like this: payout, 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 no payout period, no funded account, then I use my account. Okay? Funded, payout, 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 no payout, opportunity, I use my account. So I want to have that flexibility, that I can always have the flexibility. And so if this portfolio goes to hopefully $20,000 plus on the crypto, then I will put that into the personal. I will use those gambling altcoin portfolio and put it. This is not my cryptos, by the way. I have also some Bitcoins and Ethereum. But when it comes to altcoins, that's the 18,000 that I showed you last week. And I will go over that on Wealth Wednesday. I do tax efficiency, asset protections on those stuff. Okay. So we're going to go back into day trading. I am up for $585. I'm not going to rotate the accounts. That's the only account you'll see with the Top Step account this morning. I passed the Take Profit Pro account for 150K, so I will be passed to a Pro account. I can at this point have about 4 Pro accounts if I wanted to. I have this 150 that just passed. I'm fighting this one now with 80% profitable rate. You see on those, because of the trailing drawdown, I do a little bit more trades than I would like to. Like I do a lot less trading in Top Step. It's a lot more relaxed with Top Step. I enter, I put my Top Step, my stop loss, my target, and I'm done for the day. I usually do 1 to 3 trades there. But here, it's because of the trailing drawdown. I need to be sharp, stay in the dome sometimes. So 80% win ratio, 8 out of 10 trades using the power indicator is successful. The average time in the trade is 11 minutes, 22 seconds. The longest trade has been 24 minutes, 23 seconds. Okay. What that average? Yeah, that's it. So we are going to open in about 14 minutes. We gave you the SPY. We need to get out of the 593 SPY to be able to go to this shoulder 596 on new high on the SPY, right? Let's look at the SPX a little bit. Yeah, kind of like, let's look at the quarterly on the SPX. So the quarterly on the SPX looks a little bit better, but see, you still have this pattern of lower high on the quarterlies, and then you have this higher high. It's kind of open like this on the SPY. I think we're going to be stuck between the institutional zone here, which is the 56, 55, and we're going to be stuck to that 6,015. So I would not be surprised if we retest 6,015 or we do a head and shoulder here, 6,200. It's possible. You have the quarterly here, you have the head here, maybe summer shoulder, retrace here or here, then back up all-time high later on for the midterm elections. That is very possible as well. We are going to go to, we did SPX, we did NQ. Let's look at the SPY quarterlies. So on the quarterly charts, right, we have 75% chance on the probability power indicator that we will reject within the next 6 weeks on the SPY. But the key question is, do we reject here towards the shoulder at 609? Do we reject at the all-time 100% at 632? And that's going to be the million-dollar question. So this morning, I want us to pass the rate dash institutional dash, which is at 596.5. If we pass this 596.5, it looks better to test the 609 shoulder, and then we'll see what happened at the 615 area, right? So 696.5 on SPY is going to be critical, then 609. And if we have a crazy summer, June, July, that'll be the 630. And then I would expect a retest of this 525 here, 525 area there, like this. Before the midterm, a reset July, August, September, October, going to the midterm 2026 November. Okay. Yeah, I think this was very helpful. Hey, Peter, it's good to see you. Did that help? Is that helping everybody? Give me a quick yes, no. Very few guys really look at the quarterly charts and stuff like that. Now, you guys always ask us which prop firms we like best. Okay. So take profit trader as my number one because I get paid daily on my pro account. So as you've seen on some videos, last month I got paid over $20,000. The month before was $10,000. The month before was $20,000. So take profit trader. You take you get paid the same day. Then if you want to build a career long term but be patient, you are not really going to get paid properly before 3 to 6 months. Is going to be top step. And then I like the straight to funding with TradFi. And then I am testing my funded futures. And last, when you prove you got payment here, you got payment here, you got payments here and here, then you have to think if you want to play the game of Apex because of the 20 accounts. And that's the game for you to make a payout of over $500,000 to $1 million. But I would absolutely not touch Apex until you got consistent payout with take profit, top step, trader 5, straight to funding, or my funded future. And those are my preference. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a maybe. All right. Now, if you talk to Travis, who is with me here, right? Yeah, the long's still looking good. I'm still long a little bit on top step here. Here on this account. So I'm trying to, I started this account yesterday. It's a link to another account. So we're on 152. We're on the long side still, but the market is going to open. So I'll probably take the profit, or I'll probably take 2. Let me sell 1.
Order filled.
Because of the open is about to happen here. I want to reduce size.
Order filled.
Yeah, so I'm long 2 now. 2 at 34, and we'll see what happens. I just want to book it before the open happens. And this one here, I told you, like I passed the take profit $9,000 drawdown is done. They are going to send me to the pro on this one, on the 150K accounts here. And I'm trading the other account, trying to save a little bit the other account. 26 trades, 80% win ratio, 587.50. I'm only trading micros, guys. Especially on the stream, I only trade micros because I want to foster good habits for you guys. You know, there's a big misdemeanor or miscommon thinking in the prop industry is that you need to trade the full NQ. A lot of the guys in the top 10 positions, half of the guys trade micros. So, matter of fact, the guy who got the $2.5 million payout with Apex, he trades the micros, right? So people get impressed by people showing NQs and stuff. Guys, I could trade all day long, 3 to 10 full NQs with you guys. But it's not proper risk management, right? It's not proper risk management, right? You can do the same thing if you want to build a career safer with the micros. Especially at the beginning, the first year or 2, stick to micros. What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. You definitely have to stick with micros until your account has a big enough buffer that you can maintain the NQs. And personally, I wouldn't do that until I had at least $5,000 in a funded account, and probably not even then. I'd probably still stick to micros until I had maybe $10,000 of profit in a funded account. So you really need to stick with the smaller sizes and the micros until you have an account that's big enough to handle that.
Yeah, a good rule of thumb for you guys when you start is for every $1,000 of drawdown that the prop firm gives you, right? Use about $1,000 for 1 micro, and you'll be safe. So if you do I like the $150,000 accounts. It's 4,500. The max I start a position with is 4 to 5 micros. The market opens in 5 minutes. I'm going to go pick up my coffee and we'll start the trading, guys. You've seen the base, so we start the base from $400 profit here on top step. Write it down somewhere, 407, so you know. And we start the base at 587, 80% win ratio on the trade of 8 take profit accounts. Okay. Travis, is there anything else you look for this morning? Like what? Any numbers that you like that can help people? Let them know. I'll be right back. It's your turn.
Okay. I don't have really a ton more to discuss than we already have, other than just to say, looking at the market profile, the volume profile, the volume point of control for yesterday was around 515. There's a low volume node and some repair in the profile that occurs around the 475. A lot of you probably don't know what that jargon I'm saying even is. We've talked about me doing a class on this at some point. However, just to say that, you know, just like Mark said, this 500, 450 area is going to be key for the market to hold here if it's going to go up. And then if it does, I'm looking for, maybe not today, but looking for a retest on an up move of that 850 area, 21,850, which we did get to overnight last week, but we didn't do that during the regular trading hours. So I'd be looking for that to happen during the regular trading hours at some point. Other than that, if we do break below 500 and 450 and we head back down, you know, then we got 400 as the next major level with our institutional red dashes, and then 350 with the edge of our probability calculator. So there's a lot of support down here. I think at this point it's going to take quite a bit to push the market down from here. Just to say that I'm more bullish than bearish overall for the week, at least the way things are looking right now, and for today for sure.
We have to be careful because there's a lot of resistance at 575, guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, the 560, because that was, I don't remember when that was, maybe last week, but that was a very key resistance area that the market sold off from, that 560, 575 area. So that might be the moment of truth here when the market opens, to see what it does from here. Or maybe maybe it'll get up towards the 580 off the open and then pull back, towards 525, 500 for a move higher later in the day. But we do have, as Mark mentioned, that the JOLTS number at 10 a.m. and usually that number's at 8:30 in the morning. So interesting that it's being released while the market is open. But you should definitely want to be out of positions unless maybe you have a one runner that's deep in the money for that report. Otherwise, be flat at 10 a.m. for that report.
Yeah, I would be careful. I like the long so long we stay above the 510, 500 area, guys. I don't like the long as much if we go back below 510, 480, guys. Okay. We have a huge resistance at the institutional divisions on the power indicator at 580, 600. We need to pass that, and we need to pass, as you've seen in the analysis earlier, we need to pass 596 on SPY. I will take advantage of a crazy run. If we have a crazy run in the next 2 weeks, if we have a crazy run in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and continues like this, to start selling and going back 60-40 on the retirement portfolio, meaning that we'll go 40% of 300,000. It's about $120,000 back in cash, because I will expect the June, somewhere June, July to October, to pull back before and set up for down before the midterm elections. So the long looks good here. I'm going to get out of one of my longs here from, look here, from top step that we had pre-market. Look, it reached the target one.
Order filled.
So I'm long one. So we're good for $500 now for the day. And I guess I'll keep the runner now. Look at that crazy move.
Yeah, that's a huge move off the open, 50 points.
Yeah. And so this is the type of move that I don't like as much as gradually up and down. So we might flat this thing and take all the money and run. You know, I mean, we already made $500 on the long side. Do I keep it as a runner? 575, 580, I told you was key, right? Let's see what's happening with the power indicator right now as we are flinching up like this. I'm going to move my stop loss, obviously, back to 50. So no matter what, I make money on this. So no matter what, I protect about 16 points, right? And I'm going to look to see if I'm buying on trade-of-8 with you guys. If they return towards the 7 a.m., the 500, I might buy.
Order filled.
Boom. I'm locked down for the day on locked down on the day for top step. So we finish at $540 on top step. I reach my trade limit. My trade limit is very simple, guys. 5 trades. 5 trades and I'm done. So this is done. So we move on. And this was done, that plus another account, 150 account that I'm trying to pass there. We passed the take profit account 150 and we made $588 with an 80% win ratio down the TPTs. The drawdown is at 9,048. So I passed yesterday in 3 days. So I just have to flip. I think I have to flip another day or two on this one. I think I showed you yesterday, guys. So we are going to trade from there only for the rest of the day, and then we'll be done. You know, I'm not going to overtrade, guys, at this point. I'm going to look at the open range now. After this big move up, see, I took one of the two. Then I moved the stop loss at 16 points, and boom. Yeah.
It was 50 points up and 60 points down.
Yeah. Because I told you this 580 is huge. It's a huge number for the market. This 580. So they are going to fight this 580 now. What's all the crypto doing? And cryptos are not doing great here. Now I'm back below the 18,000. I'm at 17,009. That being said, if you look at last week's, I was telling you I was losing money on my Alcon aggressive portfolio. I have 17,009 now. But I have stupid stuff, guys. I'm super aggressive on this. You know, it's like a play portfolio. But look, $18,000 for me is also potentially the capital to put in a personal account for the futures, right? So I have to be careful overplaying with this crap here because it's crap, right? It's better that you stick to what you know. So I probably, like, the game plan is I'm going to, so I had 16,000, then it went to 13,500. I was losing 2,500. Now it's, what did you see it, Travis? 17,800, 17.
Yeah, we can see the balance there, 17,889.
Yeah. So I don't want to lose it. So I will probably put it in a future account. And like I told you, this was prop firm money anyway. So all I want to do with this is I bridge. So it's a bridge. Look at the bottom of the SPY. It's a bridge. I get funded, I get paid. I get funded, I get paid. I have top step, I have take profit, I have TraderFi, I have my funded future, I get paid, right? So last month I had 20,000. The month before I had 10,000. The month before I had 20,000 plus. So get paid, funded, get paid, funded, get paid. But there's month where all your funded might be gone, or you're in between, and you're in between. Like now, I'm waiting for my pro account, and I need to reach the buffer before I take payout. And if I see a huge opportunity, that's where you use your personal account. Then you get paid, you get paid, you get paid. You use your personal account if need be, if there's no opportunity, right? So I use it as a bridge for opportunity. It's not my preferred way of doing things, but it's a way, right? Remember what I told you. So long we hold the 495, 500, I am more in the bullish. Below the 495, we re-enter the Asia range, high and low, and that might be the bear trap rejecting the 580. You know, I knew 580 was a huge issue. Yeah. If you listen and you were with us in the pre-market, you see the block here. Look at the block. Right on. If I extend that block, that was our premise right there, right? So very, very important. We're going to wait the open range high and low. Don't forget there's the jolt report at 10. And we want to see also the SPY above this division of the calculator right there. Look, this right there, we need to be above this 593.5 area on SPY to continue the move to 596. So those two numbers on SPY today are going to be critical there, right? 593.5, 596. All right. Peter, it's not recorded, so I don't know what's your problem. Help him, Travis.
Yeah, I just typed something to him. Anything we say, he's obviously not going to hear us for 15 minutes or so. But he's probably just not live. He needs to click the live button on the stream.
Probably click the play. Yes, so I will trade now with the bracket and Tradovate. You know, I was very tempted to short that 575, but the tools doesn't give me the go yet. I don't have the go on the tools yet. We have pink cloud. We have minor sellers coming at that 580. Let's see how they hold here above the 500. I think this is going to be really the critical way of looking at the market today. 593 SPY, 500 on NASDAQ. And I have an eye on the altcoins to sell everything, yeah. See, they had a unique opportunity to push above the 580 and they couldn't do it. There was a lot of sales program that just showed up at the division here.
Yep.
So we look at the power indicator, and this is a huge problem right there. You look at the power indicator and this division right there, 482 to yesterday's IB is going to be a huge problem. And then just above that, you have the 7 a.m. as well. So this is how we have to observe the market now for the rest of the day, which is 480, 600 type of range. And it could go choppy now. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I made my money, guys. I got stop on top step. So top step got me at $500 for the day. This one is 500, so it's $1,000 for the day, guys. And actually, it's 2 accounts on top step, so it's $1,000 on top step. And it's an account here, plus I pass the $9,000 requirement on take profit. So those 2 prop firm, I'm kind of done, to tell you the truth. And this is one of the things that I love with Project X, is that all those risk parameter, you know, the lock daily trade limit, the lock features. I mean, that's one of the only things I like with Top Step. I don't like their payout policies, but I like Project X, and I like the fact that you go, like Travis say, you go to foster good habits for the long term, but it's not the place where you are going to get payouts consistently, daily, you know. Well, holding pretty good still. You know, what was the open? It's right there, 42?
47, yep.
Well, we're above the open.
Yeah, it regained the open, and it's pushing now, so yep. And it, you know, held the 500 area, so.
It looks good because it looks we're about to.
Welcome back, Peter.
Looks like we're about to break the 600 on SPX. We're about to break the 93 on SPY. It looks good. This 517 was a re-entry up. We're back at the critical area, this 580, guys.
Yeah, we have a little more momentum this time, though, and more strength. And the volume indicator looks a lot better than it did the first time around.
Yeah.
It's still.
This time we constructed in a proper structure, higher highs, higher
Right.
lows, higher highs, higher lows on the 15-second, cloud on the power indicator. It's blue. Let's see if they can retrace again towards the 3740 and see what happens. I'm looking at the volume indicator below, see what's up with that as well. Because I don't want it to recross back in the range. I want it to hold here and go up. And then that will power the next move everywhere. Make sense? See, I want to see the VIX smashing 18, 17 area in the next few days. I want the VIX to come here in our tool, right there in that big box. Does that make sense, everybody? I think I'm going to stop taking one here.
Order filled.
I just took a long again. This time it's 1 NQ. MNQ, I'm going to put my stop loss exactly where I told you I would put it today, which is the 510. I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm either going to be taken at 510. 480 should have been better, but that's where we are going to go. And then we might go do more. Volume indicator is getting away. See that? So that's looking better. The structure starts looking a lot better. There's no resistance on the volume indicator. Net buyers, net buyers, net buyers, net buyers coming right now. Right, Travis?
Yeah, and it's above the zero line, so it was below. Now it's breaking above the zero line, so that's significant as well.
I would like to see the SPX blowing the 950 today. I would like to see the SPX blowing 950. Accumulation range is 535 right now, 535, 545 area. Write that down if you are not in it. Your likes, comments are appreciated, guys. We come only once a week on YouTube. Otherwise, we're on the private group. Tomorrow we'll be there for the Wealth Wednesday for the analysis. Options, stocks, asset protection, tax efficiency, Wealth Wednesday, and Tuesday, master the tools. You know, it's a 10 minutes to 20-minute session on Thursday where we do tools Thursday. We master the tools. Last week we did market structure around the tools. I want to add some micros here, but there is this JOLT report at 10 a.m. And I have a feeling they are going to zigzag this 600, 500 between now and the JOLT. I may have 16 points here, 10 points. You know, people, when they trade those NASDAQ, if it was a full NASDAQ here, they would jump on the profit here and take their $200 and run. We are going to move the stop loss to profit. Raya, we are going to cancel this one. We are going to increase. So no matter what, this trade doesn't go back negative anymore. It's a positive lockdown trade. Everybody sees that. Give me a quick yes now in the feed. No matter what, I make money on that trade. When my way is 16 points, move it. And now, no matter what, I will make money on the trade. And let it breathe. So now it's 22 points. Let's see if we can push higher. $30 points. $30 points is $600.
This is the opening range high right here, Mark. And with 12 minutes left to that report, if you have more than one, I'd take some.
Well, I have only one. But 600 is a big resistance for us. What was that? 613. 613. Yeah, maybe I'll take it.
The division on the probability calculator moved up to, I think it was 601 before. Now it moved up to 620.
I'm increasing stop loss. 72. Stop loss increase, profit increase. But yeah, I don't have a runner, unfortunately, so that's a problem. Yeah, it stopped rejecting the open range high. No matter what, right now I'm booking almost 20 points. Here we go, 20 points. No matter what, I make my $40. Yeah, $600 on it, 615 on our tool is a huge resistance. So it might go like this, slam here, boom here, towards 625, something like that. Yeah, it's a good morning. I like this type of morning where like before 10:30, I'm done. You know, it's like less than 2 hours of work, make a couple of thousands of dollars, and you're done. Volume indicator looking good.
Stop filled.
Okay, took my 20 points. So made it 20 points now. It increased my win ratio by 1%. I am at 81.5% win ratio. Now the profit for the day, guys, is $600. So now we're at $628, 81% win ratio on this, plus the $1,080, 540 times 2 accounts on Top Step, so 1,080, plus this one, so we're at $1,600 right now. I like to be clear because, I used to take one account at the time. I didn't used to multiply it, but it kind of annoys me. All the YouTubers, they multiply their accounts with the copier, so I guess I'll do that.
Nice job, Patty. Made $266 on 4 micros.
Nice.
Good work.
Anything on micros above $200 and $400 is really good, guys. I should have bought that slam at 44. Do you see that candle at 44? That was a nice re-entry there. The problem is the jolt report coming.
Right, exactly.
But this was a great re-entry. It's a retest of the open. I think we are going to do a lot of back and forth. But if we sustain above 93 and we hold the 25 SPX, we might have a chance today to do. But you have to be careful that they set up the trap with the jolts and then sell off below the 490. That would open the gate of selling. I'll be right back. I'm taking a break. So far, we have $1,600 across account, guys. Okay, so plus 1,600. Boom. We're going to wait, and I'll put that there so people can see, and I'll be right back. Travis, can you take it from there? You have not taken a trade yet, Travis.
No, I'm flat. I'm definitely not going to take a trade before the jolts number, and I'm probably done for the day. I'm already up $500 on the day, so I'm probably done trading for the day myself.
Okay, nice. Did you do micros as well?
Yeah, oh yeah.
On what account? Sorry?
Well, actually, 3 accounts. So I'm trading a 50K combine and copy trading to 2 150K combines. I hit my trade limit. I have a trade limit on the 50K combine, so I made 350 on that one, and then continued to trade the other 2 copy trading, the 150K accounts, and got to 500 on those. So I'm actually up over $1,300 if you want to total them all up.
Nice.
But I got this. One of the 150K combines is $2,000 from passing, actually $1,900 from passing, and the other one is $3,000 from passing.
Well, let's pass and get paid.
Yeah. Get back into payouts.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patty. You too.
Yeah. Let's wait for the report now. I don't know if it's a red folder report. I don't think
it is. I mean, especially being during market hours, it is.
Oh,
like I said, it's normally at 8:30 in the morning. We're normally pre-market, but.
Oh, okay. I'm ready to play golf, me. Look, I'm ready. I have the t-shirt. I'm ready. Ready for golf. I have to meet a friend of mine and play some golf today. It's a tough day. Tough day. It's a beautiful day in Atlanta today. It's like freaking perfect.
Yeah, actually, it's supposed to be pretty nice here in Michigan too. We're going to be in the 70s or 80s today, even.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For Michigan, that's pretty good.
Well, this time of year it gets up there. Yeah, 86 is our high today, actually.
When are you coming and visiting me?
Yeah, I need to do that. We need to go get some sushi, play golf, and have some sushi.
Get a huge payout and then you come. Treat
That's
me.
right. That's what we'll do. It'll be when I get I don't know, I'll figure out a number like a $2,500 or $5,000 payout or something like that, and I'll buy a ticket and come down and see it.
And you'll come for sushi.
Right.
We're holding pretty well above the 88, guys. It's looking good. It looks like they are going to make an attempt to the 596 on the SPY. Otherwise, it's a bear trap, a big trap with the jolt number. I'll be right back. Okay, but for now, I'm done. Okay. Travis, I let you pilot for 3 minutes. I want to do a coffee refill. There's a point where if I don't get my coffee refill, I am antsy. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know. I have to play golf today, so I might be done. I'm due to play golf at 11:30, so we have about 35 minutes, guys. And then I have to go. I just got myself a new golf bag, a new driver that I want to test. So I'm not a great golfer, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love it, but I suck at
it. Welcome to my world. Let's put it that way. I suck a little bit less each time I play.
There you go. Well, as long as you're making improvements.
Yeah, but it's very micro.
Right. Right.
It's, and there's nothing worse than playing on a nice golf course and playing like shit. I'll be right back. But this is looking good.
Yeah, it's breaking through the opening range high right now.
Yeah, if there was no report, I would have had a runner somewhere there. Because all morning, my profits have been on the long side on all the micros, guys, as you've seen. I'll be right back.
All right, numbers out. Definitely getting some bullish activity off of that initially. Oh, looks like Mark dropped off. That's not good. Hang tight. Oh, there he is. We lost your charts, Mark.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Okay, cool. Looking good?
Your charts are not showing. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yeah, the longs definitely looking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are above this 593 on the SPY. I mean, the analysis that we've done this morning was perfect. I'll tell you when it's crap, but this morning it was really good. Like the analysis was really, really perfect. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be done trading myself. You know, we made the $628 on the take profit account. I passed this 150K account. See the drawdown as a 9,048. This one is passed. So this is done, right? What's that? The top step 2 account 540 on the long side with the micros. As a matter of fact, I'm locked down now. I reached my 5 trades on top step, locked down, daily trade limit, boom, done. $540. See you tomorrow. 2 accounts, so that's 1,080 on this with the power indicator. 80%, 81% win ratio with this one, 621. So they really reached all our targets here. See, here goes the 593. Here goes the 634, 625. So this is the moment of truth now. Are they going to pull back to the 520s, 580s, or it's going to just fly towards the 584, the 21,840 on the NASDAQ? Let's see what the cryptos are doing. So I kind of look at risk on, risk off these days, not just with the bonds and the VIX, because we have been long all morning, but I look with the alt portfolio and it's not moving. The alt portfolios are not moving. What is this? Yeah. So you see, we got the direction so right this morning. We kept on taking long. I have not taken one short all morning. All my trades were longs. Yeah. Of course, now I have to build the buffer on the Take Profit Pro account for the 150K account. So by the time they send me to the Pro, I am in transition. Hopefully I don't lose them, but by next week when I see you guys, I should have about 3 Pro account at this point. 3. So 3 Pro account on TPT. I'm working on a third on Top Step, so it's 3 there, right? So it's 6 funded, Top Step, Take Profit, and I am probably going to buy some Trader 5 straight to funded 150K, guys. And for now, that'll be enough. I look at my funded future. I have my Apex 90% that are going to recur, but I'm not really crazy about Apex for now, guys. Until I get a clear payout on Apex, I'm not crazy, and I want you guys to think sticking where we get payout, where we see the payout. Take Profit, Top Step, my funded future, Traderify. If you guys know other prop firms that you like, that you know you're getting paid, let us know, share the room, you know. I think I'm going to be done. It's time to go play golf for me. I will be back tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. doing Wealth Wednesday, talking about the $300,000 portfolio. We'll look at charts. We'll look at tax efficiency, asset protection, stock, and options, right? But look, it's 35 minutes. It's an hour and a half of work. It's $1,600. I'm done. Um, I'm going to also, for the people who don't know what we do, well, we have been around for 30 years, believe it or not. We do research analysis and tools for the trading industry. We will do a lot more streaming coming up soon. I just have to put some of the stuff in place in terms of time availability. You guys can come to our 24/7 group here. We have a lot of very, very advanced traders, people that are very versed and experienced in trading and investing. You can join you have free classes for now. We are not charging you. You have the Zero to True Wealth series, big pictures with trading view, strategy, automation, tax and asset protections, the trust, the LLC. All of this is free for now. The market cycles, right? How to use the power indicator, which are patented and no bullshit, no AI, no bullshit advertising. It's true USTPO 3 years of research that we have a unique patent in the US and overseas, right? You've seen the trades, you've seen the win ratio. There's no one again in the trading industry that creates the tools and trade live in front of you. No one. No one showing you their retirement account and showing you how they trade live with a patent and indicators. No one. You don't even know who owns the company. Okay? So we do it in front of you guys every Tuesday. We also come and give you the Wealth Wednesday. We help you with the tool mastery on Thursday for 20 minutes. Take advantage of those sessions. Here is the link to the free group. Travis, anything else you want to say? And again, it's not just about us. Look at the guys here. Peter, we have Benito. Look at Benito. Benito used to be a truck driver, guys. Now he's a full-time trader. 330 day, using the power indicator and the bracket and the micros. I like every day, Peter, Patty, Ron. Look at Ron. First week of trading using SPY, using the indicator. $1,200. Thank you, Mark. Game plan. Look at this guy. He passed. He's not even a member. Scott, first day of Top Step Combine. John Tostep, cannot thank this community enough. Hope to stay consistent to move. Come and join us, guys. This is the biggest blessing you'll do for yourself and your life. Any departure words before I go, guys? Because I know my tea time is at 11:30, but I got to go. And guys, it's not easy. Trading is not easy, but we make it look easy, but it's a lot blood, tears, and not giving up. And you'll hear our theme song. I did a little bit of screwing around with the AI songs last week. Don't pay attention too much of the words. I have to redo songs with lyrics that are dear to me. But the few words I'll say are kind of my story a little bit. Travis, any words? Are you?
No, just stay small. Keep wrist tight and be careful out there.
Yeah, $1,000 per micro should be your initial position. So if you trade the 50K account, start with your positions with 2 micro. Let the position prove itself. Then add to your winners and never add to losers, DCA. It's the kiss of death in this business. And that's pretty much where it is. It's pretty much where it is. So guys, we'll depart with our new theme song. It's I will improve that, but I kind of like it anyway. Love you all, everybody. I will see you tomorrow at 8:45. Not a shabby morning. Analysis was right on point. Execution was right on point, and we didn't overtrade, and that's all it counts for me. So that I preserve mental capital to enjoy my life. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.
Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best. YouTube trader here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently, we are experienced traders helping traders through the mountains. The journey of being a profitable